Feel the surge, jump into the future, it's time to emerge. Lilypad Network, we're here to stay. Taking you on a journey in a groundbreaking way. We're the frogs in the net. Powering AI with the dubstep set. Lilypad Network, watch us rise with the beat that grooves, the tech that defies. Lilypad Network, let's dive in deep, connecting the world. One leap at a time with epic drops and froggy vibes. We're making waves. It's our Lilypad Network ride. Drop the bass, feel the surge. Jump into the future, it's time to emerge. Lilypad Network, we're here to stay. Taking you on a journey in a groundbreaking way. We're the frogs in the net, powering AI with the dubstep set. Lilypad Network, watch us rise with the beat that grooves, the tech that defies. Lilypad Network Pride. Lilypad Network, where the frogs turn and jump into the future, it's time to emerge. Lilypad Network, we're here to stay, taking you on a journey in a groundbreaking way.
Hello, everyone. Oh, I didn't know when to segue from that music because it was so catchy. Anyway, hello. Thanks for joining us for another Lilypad AMA. So great to have you here. My name is Stephen Kuchin, also known as Developer Steve, depending which part of my name you're looking at, because it is my middle name. But again, so great to have you here. I'm also joined here today by my good friend and colleague, Tao Shang. Hello, Tao Shang. You're on mute. The classic catchphrase of 2020, you're on mute. No, you're still on mute. Either that or I can't hear you. Anyway, while we debug that one. Oh, there you are. Hello.
Hello, Lilypad communities and other members of the community. We are going to go to the new stage of the Lilypad. Let us think. Okay. Thank you very much.
Sounds good. And yeah, it's so amazing to have everyone here. As we go through this AMA, we have some stuff planned for this AMA, and we can talk about a few things that I was hoping we'd have ready in time, and it's really, really close. But anyway, we'll get to that. We do have some stuff planned. That said, we do want your feedback. We want your questions, and we want your comments, questions, and emojis, as I always say, into the chat. So please, whatever platform you're on, whether you're on LinkedIn or YouTube, please drop it into the chat. Actually, I think we're going to start Twitch as well soon, because we do have a Twitch, so we might connect that one up for the next AMA. But we'll get to that one. But yeah, please interrupt us with your questions, any comments or feedback. Also, we'd also love to invite you to our Discord. So it's pretty exciting actually. I should have had a graphic or something ready, but we did surpass 1,000 members after the last stream. Just after the last stream, we ran the APAC stream, which is amazing. It's been really gratifying just seeing the community grow and start to interact like they are now in our Discord. So if you're not yet joined, please join us on Discord. The link, of course, everyone will need is lilypad.team/discord, or you can get to it from our website as well, lilypad.tech. And yeah, we'd love to keep the conversation going. We've already seen in the past few weeks alone, we're seeing community interact more together, just being able to help solve problems. But in the last few weeks as well, we've seen an increase in people jumping in, helping, and even contributing to the project, which is great to see. Let me take that one off. Cool. So we've been beavering away, been really, really busy the last few weeks. In particular, we are almost ready, dare I say, to get the leaderboard updated with some Lilybit points. So I know that has been a hot topic amongst the community. And actually, me and Tao Shang literally just came for some meetings testing, dare I say, the final stages for the deployment. Now, naturally, the mechanics behind this is really complex. So getting it right is what we're aiming for the most. To read about the, actually, let me switch screen. Oh, it's going to circle back to that one. This is my show notes. All I do is open tabs in Windows and then scroll through them when I need them. These are two links that I wanted to talk about. So if you go to our blog, blog.lilypad.tech, you can read all about the calculations that go behind the incentivized testnet and how you can get Lilybits, how it all works. And that will also take you to this page, which will talk about it a lot more in greater detail, not more greater detail. But yeah, these two pages will talk more about it. I'll bring up the link on screen. So lilypad.tech/IncentiveNet is the other way to get to all this information. So we're almost ready to go. We're literally one testing deploy away. Dare I say, it's been a long time. It's been a lot of work, and the team's been working extremely hard to get this right and get it updated and get it into production. So stay tuned for that one. We appreciate everyone helping and being able to contribute where they can to help make this possible as well. The community's been absolutely amazing. So please bear with us. We are literally like so close to deploying. Probably actually as soon as we get off this stream, we're going to go finish more testing with the team that's already working on it, and we're really close. Like I can't even tell you how much. Anyway, stay tuned on that one. We have some. Hello to the people dropping their emojis into the chat. That is amazing. I always love seeing emojis, but I do love questions. And if you have any, if you've just joined us, if you have any, please drop them into the chat. Otherwise, we'll keep going through our content. Tao Sheng, what's some thoughts or something that you've been working on? I mean, other than the leaderboard stuff, which I know I've been working alongside you with on it. What's some other stuff you've been looking at this week?
Yes, that is why I said that this is AMA. This AMA is a new stage for sorry, is a new stage for Lilypad and for the community. As you mentioned, as Steve mentioned, there is going to be launched the leaderboard for the community, and we have launched the incentive night for the from last month, and we didn't release the leaderboard, but very soon we will see the leaderboard. So you will get the result. That is, I think, will surprise and amazing and exciting for the community. The team is working hard to calculate the reward and make sure the reward is fair and is clear for the community. I think that is very, very, very exciting. For the rewards. So for the past weeks, I think that I'm doing more on the reward calculation and make sure it is aligned with the incentive mechanism. So I think if you have any questions from the community, if you have any questions, please come to us in the Discord or in the chat of the YouTube. Anyway, we are glad to help you, and we can support you. I saw that some resource providers met some problems of the submitting the POW. So if you need any help, please come to me, come to us in the Discord. Okay.
Ooh,
Thank you.
That's a good point. This is the Discord. If you haven't yet joined it, please do. Community is growing actually really quickly. It took us a few days there to get to the 1,000th member mark, and then once we hit that, like it was dare I say, to the moon. I think it's the phrase. But yeah, please join us there. We'd love to connect, love to chat, and as community, be you a resource provider, a CLI user, a module builder, or anywhere in between all that. Maybe a combination of that. Please join us and join us in Discord, and let's keep that conversation going. Actually, Tao Sheng, you mentioned something there about the releases too, which is why I have this window open, because one of the announcements we do have coming out is there's a couple version releases, just some bug fixes and us sort of cleaning up and getting things more stabilized on the network and just fixing housekeeping, if you will. the new launch. It's like when you buy that new car and you've got to like take all those little sticky things off of the, you know, that when you peel the plastic off those screens and whatnot. It's like that, except bug fixes. So we do have a couple of bug fixes out. 2.2.3 is released as of 8 hours ago. So please update for that. We actually, in our Discord, we do actually have a some updates channels more specifically target at resource providers, CLI users, and soon we'll also have module builders too as we move into the next phase of our network rollout. So keep an eye on those channels. Also, we'll have some details coming through soon on being able to email subscribe to get those updates as well. Plus, you can also subscribe to the GitHub. Actually, now that I think about it, and now that I've said it out loud, please also, if you are on our GitHub, drop a star on it. We would very much appreciate it. That one's optional, but I mean, it would be nice. Yeah, pick the little star button at the top. You can also contribute. And something we've been working on here too, and we'll talk about a little bit more in a minute, is part of the next phase of the incentivized rollout for the community is we'll be looking to incentivize contributions to the code base, so, and also to community engagement. And now I just want to say, like, it's been phenomenal to see the community connecting on Discord, but then also being able to help problem solve with one another. And that's the type of thing we're looking to incentivize with Lilybits. Stay tuned for that one. In fact, actually, if anyone has any thoughts on how to do this in a transparent and a way which recognizes the contributions, please join us on Discord, or you could probably raise an issue on the GitHub, but I would probably, let's join the Discord. The Discord's probably the better place for this and more back and forth conversation. But if you do have any thoughts on that, we would love to hear it. Some of the ways, where did I go? There's my notes. Some of the ways we've been looking at things that we can reward is putting some sort of guidelines. I mean, ideally, being an open source project and, you know, open source at our ethos. Well, I am a product of open source. The always be learning is the doing this in a transparent and fair way, and making sure that everyone understands why somebody's getting you know, recognized for the engagements they're doing, and you're just making sure that it's fair and follows the open source guidelines. So naturally, a lot of this will be open sourced as we roll it out more. But sort of some of the ways we've been thinking about recognizing, or the team's been thinking about recognizing, is like guidelines for Discord help, so answering questions, providing useful resources, links, etc., useful material, and then contributions to the code itself, or to the documentation, or maybe somebody produces a really nice help guide that, or a blog post which sort of talks through, you know, how to do things, or that's the type of thing we're kind of looking to reward each month, or each segment of time. APAC? No, probably more segment of time. This could be done every 2 weeks. It could be done every month. But again, we're looking for your feedback. So we kind of have some early thoughts on what this should look like, but we'd love to gauge more thoughts from the community on the best way to approach this. And obviously, there's a few different multiple ways it can be handled. Actually, it could also be for security. I want to say identification vulnerabilities. Identifying security issues, and particularly vulnerabilities. And again, like, all our code is open source, so yeah, if anyone does have anything, we would love to chat either through Discord or well, actually, Discord's probably definitely the best place for security. We do have a security policy about to be published as well on our GitHub repo that we'll be looking for some feedback on as well. So anyway, that was one of the things we wanted to talk about for this AMA. Just to recap, if you've just joined us, this is Steve Kuchin and Tao Shang from Lilypad, currently in the Lilypad AMA. If you do have any questions, please interrupt us, drop them into the chat, questions, comments, or emojis into the chat. But otherwise, we'll keep going through the stuff we were thinking about talking about this time around. We don't really have a structure for this. It's more just talking points, and we kind of just talk to it. Until you ask a question, so please interrupt us. Yeah. Well, if anyone does have any thoughts on the how to incentivize community with it's part of the incentivized testnet rollout, please drop it into the comments or join our Discord. Put that up again. Can never show this link enough. There we go. Down the bottom. Lilypad.team/Discord. You can get to it from our website as well. Or actually, pretty much most places we have a Lilypad presence. You should be able to get to it. Or reach out on the socials. We can send you the link. What else do we have in my
Steve, I think
notes?
I can ask questions on behalf of the community.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the people, for the technical people who are very interested in the open source software, if they wanted to get engaged into Lilypad, I wanted to ask what Lilypad is building, like a market of GPU or market of AI, or kind of Uber of GPU. I saw some materials about Lilypad is building a kind of Uber of GPU or Uber of AI. I mean, the Lilypad is kind of latest advanced in the AI, decentralized AI area. Can you introduce a little bit about the mechanism, a high-level mechanism of the amazing projects? Why open source technical people should join and should get engaged to contribute?
That is an excellent question. And funny you should ask that because here's some slides I prepared earlier. I already covered that one off. This is why I have the slides ready to go, just in case I ever need them. Bring that one up. That's like kind of talks to more our vision, but essentially we're trying to build what I like to refer to. Actually, you nailed it just there too, because you said an Uber for AI, AI compute. And I think of it very similarly too, which is like it's Airbnb for GPUs. So, and something I know everyone's always experienced, and I know I definitely experience it with on the last stream. In case you missed it, I set up on a cloud provider. I won't name them because they're kind of friends, and so I won't name them. But I tried to set up a VM instance or a virtual machine instance that had GPU attached to it. I couldn't get one. I couldn't find one anywhere through 60 different regions of compute. And that was just because they're in such high demand that getting access to these to the GPUs is extremely difficult. So, and that's a problem that Lilypad is trying to solve. But in a and Taosheng, you talked to this a little bit too, in a open and transparent way, so that everyone can see the available resources, anyone can get access to it, which is what Lilypad is sort of aimed at doing, particularly with that a permissionless based decentralized network. Decentralized part means, well, it's democratized. We can democratize the access to the available resources attached to the network. What that looks like, and I was clicking on the wrong screen, where's my graphic gone? Oh, have I got the wrong deck? Maybe I have the wrong deck. I had a graphic on here. Now it's gone. Oh, that's annoying. I had a really good graphic talking about this. Technical details. I don't think it's that one. Oh, I saw it in here before we went. Anyway, actually, I know where I can find it. It's going to be in one of my documentation windows, which would be back. Here we go. This one kind of talks to it similarly. So again, being an open source project, all our documentation for it is all available online and also available for contribs. If anyone sees anything they want to think should be adjusted, please make the edits and open the pull request, because we'd always love, and then soon this will be part of the incentivized testnet, which is great. Anyway, I digress. So the architecture on what this looks like. Oh, and I wanted another slide, but this one will do. Basically talks to how we have two different sides to Lilypad. So we have the GPU side, where a resource provider, as we call them, is able to contribute a GPU or access to the GPU for computing purposes, with a blockchain in the middle, and then a consumable side, which is basically WASM or arbitrary containerized workloads. So essentially, as a CLI user on the consuming side, I can run a job using command line, and then that sends it into the network. Network recognizes it as an incoming job, puts it in for the resource provider nodes to be able to pick up, process, and send back a result. And that all happens as off-chain compute using on-chain guarantees. So we're able to validate, because the jobs themselves are deterministic, we're able to validate that the job itself ran successfully or ran as anticipated. The success is, well, part of the determinism, because sometimes a job may say it's run successfully, but it may not be the results you're looking for. Perhaps that was an environmental variable misconfigured, not set properly, or something in the job itself not being set properly. That's a different thing. But we, as long as our mediator node running on our network is able to run the job again and get the same results, it's counted as a success. Yay! Which is what we hope for all our jobs to run. I hope that answered it. But yeah, again, we have a number of blog posts talking about this on blog.lilypad.tech, or also in our documentation on docs.lilypad.tech. Do I have that? Oh, I do have that as a banner. Oh, there's one I prepared earlier. Yeah, if you want to find out more, of course, you could also, wait, what was the other bit again? Oh yeah, join the Discord. You should join the Discord. Wait, Jedi mind trick, join the Discord. Or you can visit our documentation on docs.lilypad.tech. If you're watching us on YouTube, there's also a number of YouTube videos or YouTube recordings where you can look at past AMAs where we also answer a whole bunch of these questions, and then also run through how to do stuff as well. But yeah, hopefully that answered it. We do have a comment that's come in. People dropping emojis. Amazing. Thank you for those emojis. Keep them coming. They're always great. You could say they add a little character to the channel. Oh, that was a bad joke. That was a bad joke. You can feel free to use facepalm emojis as you need. Maybe I'll start doing tech jokes as we go. Anyway, if you just joined us, please drop those questions, comments, and facepalm emoji. No, just emojis are fine into the chat, and we'll answer them as we go through. Now, Shane, did you have any other community questions you've seen come up that we wanted to chat about, or anything you wanted to add more to that?
Yes, I saw some questions to ask about when we can see the rewards points. Yes, there is there is some asking from the Chinese community. I think
That
just
is
mentioned very soon.
Excellent question. Now, I was hopeful that, and we were really close. Like, I can't even tell you all like how close we were. I was hopeful that it would be ready for this stream, and we would literally come on and go, "It's live." We're that close. Like, we're really close. I can't look at my Discord at the moment because I'm probably going to get involved in a conversation about it. So that's how close we are. We're very close. We're in the final stages of testing the deploy. That's how close we are. So we do know numbers. We've checked them. We've triple checked them. We've quadruple checked them. Actually, we've ×5 checked them. I don't know how to say that in that other theme of saying it, but anyway, we are very close. So thank you for bearing with us. And yeah, we probably, by the time I'm trying to put a time reference, we're very close. I'll just say that. In the next day at least, but it'd be probably a lot sooner than that. So anyway, thanks for bearing with us. But that is a very good question, and I know it has been a hot topic and something that we've obviously been working extremely hard to get out. So we are really super close on that one. What did I need here? Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah. Any other?
Sorry.
You go.
Fortunately, I super recommend the new people who join the Lilypad community to read the architecture document Steve just shared. That is about the high-level architecture of Lilypad, and it is market of the GPU. So I think that is amazing, amazing design. I mean, amazing architecture for the latest development of the AI and plus Web3. So for the new people, new technical people join this community, just look at these documents. That is very, very good.
No, that is an excellent point. And yeah, we do have a wealth of info in the docs, and then also links to YouTubes too, if anyone wants to see like it in action, like how we get started, up and running, how we get started, any of those sort of questions we also have. But also, if you think there's something else, something that's missing, something that in the form of documentation or video or tutorial or whatever it may be, please join the Discord. Let us know. Better still, help us create it. Like we'd love to work with anyone wanting to write blog posts or even set up a video like a live stream or something. We can organize for one of the team to join you and to help write it, or to answer questions, or come on live and edit a thing. We're always up for that. Many of us have quite a wealth of streaming experience. So I know last time in the last episode, if you missed it, it should be available on the YouTube if you wanted to check it out. But we built a resource provider and started experience some of the pain points that some of the community were raising when it comes to installing and setting up some of the dependencies. Namely, was it the IPFS init issue that we encountered last time? And the team's since identified some fixes for that. And in particular, we're looking at doing a more streamlined deployment or a Docker Compose variant of Lilypad as well. So it'll just make it easier to get it set up and running. So, and again, we're always looking for contributors to the project too. So if you wanted to jump in and help with one of those, actually, one of the things the team flagged this earlier when I was in one of the meetings was that we are actively looking for help with our Windows installer. So we know that it needs some work, and we haven't quite catered for all the different environmental variables or differences in the different Windows versions or deployment options. So if you are interested in using the Windows version, or you've encountered some issues and you want to help contribute, please reach out to on Discord. We can start a channel just for different install methods, and yeah, we can all together sort of help make the install better. And yeah, that is going to be one of the things we'll be looking to incentivize people with in coming days. So stay tuned for that one as well. There'll be a blog post on that, and we'll definitely be talking about it on the AMA. What else should we? Oh, that was the thing I was going to mention too. We found out yesterday. I think I may have given it away before, but the new Llama version is about to. It's actually already dropped. I wasn't able to grab it in time. Also, the download was really big on the file that I saw. But it is floating around, and we've already seen a bit of chatter about the new Llama model and the 4B. Is it 4B? Yeah, 400 billion variants. It's but anyway, it's about to drop. It's literally a day away if it's not out already. So there's already been some chatter that we're tracking, particularly Reddit, and just the nuances on how this particular I almost said module. Well, it is a module. Well, it will be once it's out. We'll be able to get this running on Lilypad as well. And I always love seeing the challenge and trying to get new models working and up and running, because yeah, it's always interesting and fun. But anyway, let us, if anyone's had a chance to play with it yet and they've got a active model they're working with, or something they're looking to do with it, please let us know. We'd love to chat. And in case you've missed it, my cat's trying to eat my bird. I had to stop him. There we go. He stopped now. His little paw was like up at the cage. I was like, no, don't do that. It's a friend. For those that you may be wondering why there's bird noises in my background noise, that is my Budgie Brian. Budgie regard. Anyway, I'll bring him on stream one day. Yeah, if anyone has used the new alarm model, please, we'd love to hear from you, because we want to hear what you're looking to do and how you've found it so far. Maybe it's a good blog post opportunity. If you've just joined us, please drop any questions, comments, and emojis into the chat, and feel free to interrupt us, because that's what we're here for. But if not, we're going to keep pottering on with various news tidbits and whatever else we have. I actually thought we might circle back to running a resource provider again. I have a new instance and running a resource provider that I need to update. So I thought this could be a good chance to update the resource provider using the resource provider update section in our docs and see how we go. Because it actually, I think it's like 3 versions old now. I haven't updated it for a little bit, and I just restarted the instance on I'm going to say a cloud provider. Anyway, but if you do have any questions, please drop them in. We're here to answer them. Right, what else did I have in my notes? Is that one? I think that was kind of it on the resource provider. We may have to skip to that if there's no questions. Very good. But yeah, so we have been tracking. I had a tweet version of this as well, but I don't have it open at the moment. But yeah, the new alarm is out. The reports are saying, and why I'm curious is everyone's thoughts on how this new model's working. Is it's better than the GPT 4.0, which is the 4.0. What's it called? Yeah, 4.0. 4.0. GPT 4.0, which is obviously the latest GPT you can get access to on their paid plan. Apparently, this new version of Llama is quicker than that. So really interested to play with it and take it for a burn. So if you have used it, let us know. Drop it into the chat or join us on Discord, lilypad.team/Discord. I won't drop the link again. I won't put it on screen. Oh no, yeah, I will. I totally am. Because I was already there. Anyway, there it is. You can join us then. Otherwise, I'm going to jump into there we go. Resource provider that there's actually a new one than the one that I built last week or last stream. So this is a new, completely new rebuilt version. We mitigated some of the issues we encountered last time with the IPFS node issues, or at least we should have, but we can give it a spin. Now I'm using, no, that was installed Docker. That's probably not what I'm looking for there. Oh wait, was it? No. Oh yeah, that was the issue we encountered last time. Kubo not installed, which is actually related to, so if you try and install IPFS, I'm trying to remember what it was. Do you try and install IPFS via a snap, which is what it will do to try and, go and log in. No, it should do it automatically. Yeah, so last time while installing everything, the Bacahal version was complaining about the file path not existing for IPFS, and you need to do IPFS init. And then to do that, you install IPFS via the snap. That's right, you install IPFS via the snap, and then the snap response is don't use the IPFS installed snap, which just completely blew my head. Anyway, you get that uninstalled, and then you install the right Bacahal version 1.3.2, which is our current one. The current version of Bacahal is 1.4.0, which we're working on a way to upgrade that in our stack, in our dependencies as well. Anyway, once you install that version, then you get the proper install. And there's some community which has also jumped in to talk about the different file paths, and then we've had some back and forth with the team, sort of talking through different fixes and stuff. But ideally, we want to make this no longer a problem by having a more streamlined install so that all the bits you need to get up and running as a resource provider are installed first go. That's the dream. And you can help us. And we'll incentivize you to help us in coming days. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, that was where we were at last time. That was not what the screen I was looking for. But this is, where did my docs go? Running a node. Oh, there it is. Found it. Yeah, I'm in the right place. I am going to move this terminal over, and I need to mute for a sec because I think I'm about to sneeze and I don't want to do it. Nope, it's gone. Very good. I'll move this back over here and get that. It's going to switch to sudo mode because it just saves time. And I like to live dangerously sometimes, just working for it sometimes. I mean, you don't do that in production, but this is a test node, so we're good. Let me resize that. There we go. So what I've got here is a older, by older, I mean, it's about a week and a bit old, older running node, resource provider on a cloud provider. I mean, you can kind of work out which cloud provider because it says it in the link, but anyway, I won't go into that now. But it's on a resource provider. At the moment, I've got Backahal running status. There we go. So that's running fine. That's all installed, running, doing its thing. And then I also have Lilypad installed. Resource provider status. But it's a bit unhappy. So, and I think this might be a version issue, but it definitely needs to be restarted and updated. So I'm gonna run through, oops, there we go. Yep. Oh yeah, this still has the Kubo installed. That's right. Oh, I did have, yeah, this was the instance I was using from the last stream, just with some components like fixed and changed note, whatever, based on our feedback. So let's update to the new version of Lilypad because the latest version we already know is out. We're going to probably need to, oh no, I don't need to stop that. I'm going to remove that, which should then, yep, be really unhappy. Now I've really broken it. Now there's no turning back. Now we have to update. I'll click through to the install, which is here. It should just let me do that, which hopefully, let's check, hopefully has downloaded and installed the version it needed into, yeah, okay, got it, into the place it needs to be in. And I don't need to worry about the environmental file because that should already be there too, but let's have a quick check. Okay, permission denied. So it's there, just it's doing something. The only other thing I know I need to do then is just restart using, using the system CTL, but I'm going to do service because I like service. Restart. And then moment of truth, fingers crossed. Hopefully then, oh, it looks like it might be running. There is a red line there. What's that? No, it's saying exited. Why did it exited? That's not cool. I'm going to copy this one because sometimes this log, oops, this log actually, now I've copied the wrong copy. The system CTL logs usually give you more of a reason, so I will check. Nope, it's still not doing it. Well, that's not great. Oops, let's try that one. Oh yeah, that's right. I was getting that's right. I was getting a CUDA error, which I thought was kind of odd, and I didn't know whether that was because I'm running this in VM and not using an actual graphic card, which is also a potentiality. So yeah, I thought that this was, and this is where I was talking about earlier when I was saying there's some specific environments. I'm going to stop that. Specific environmental issues that may arise depending on way and how you're deploying or what version of Ubuntu you're using, what your environmental variables being. Because this is a cloud-based VM, I thought this was something particular to this install or this deployment, because it's also not something I saw come up in our Discord a whole bunch of times. And predominantly when we see a reoccurrence of issues, we know that it's a common theme, or with the environmental variable not being set, or maybe it's an Ubuntu environment issue, whereas this one is running in pure VM. So it's not something I'd seen people talk about in the Discord, which incidentally, if you're not in, lilypad.team/Discord, you all know. If you've also just joined us, please drop any questions, comments, and emojis into the chat. Please disrupt us. It doesn't have to be about anything. The question doesn't have to be about anything we're talking about. Ideally, something Lilypad related. Maybe not. Maybe something about the new llama model, which is about to drop. But please drop any comments, questions into the chat, and we'll stop looking at this and jump over that. Anyway. Question is how to fix this. I'm pretty sure from when I dug around this last time, this was something to do with the CUDA library, but so maybe And I remember I tried at the very start of our installation guide. Yeah, I've got Docker installed. Just get that's running okay. Yeah, Docker's sitting there waiting to do its thing. Oh, of course I should have done this. Okay. Yeah, Docker's like doing its thing. It's all good. And then yeah, this was the other thing I thought I might need was the NVIDIA pack. Which I just hopefully updated, but maybe that needs a restart as well. No, that's for Docker. It does say to restart. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right, let's try that one. Configure the container runtime by using the video. Okay, so that's all done. Oh, this is what I'm looking for. Yeah. Let's try running that again. It already says it's on the newest version. Maybe I'll just copy the whole thing. Never hurts. It'll probably just say override the keys, get the updates. Now, in case you're wondering, I'm using Ubuntu 22. I do like using Ubuntu 22 because so let's just restart it. There you go. Because the latest is 24, and sometimes a lot of packages or dependencies that you're going to want to use with those particular sort of more newer versions of Ubuntu sometimes don't fully support the particular version you're looking for. Double Star Wars reference. So yeah, usually I keep using the last stable version just to in the interim. And so 22 is my preferred flavor, but yeah, 24 should be just as fine as well, particularly with some of this more updated and more up to date library support side of things. So yeah. Let's see now. I'm going to service. Resource provider restart. Let's check the status on that. Oops, now it's really unhappy. Yeah, that's the mystery. The mystery thickens. We are almost out of time. So in the meantime, while I'm picking through some of this, please, that is definitely a different status code, isn't it? Oh no, it's still the same sum, 127. Yeah, this is to do with that CUDA library. I might have to hit up the old Google machine for this one to dig around some potential fixes. I did start doing that when I discovered this the other day, but I couldn't work out why. So this is was this an N1 or an L1 instance? L4, there we go. It's a NVIDIA L4 card. But it came pre-configured through the environment. And I suspect when I did the NVIDIA install, it's remapped the preferred VM path or the Ubuntu version VM GPU path with something in a different spot or at a different location. I think I need to set that from what that's my gut feel. We had a comment come in. Hello, Albert. Thanks for joining. So I think this is something to do with the pathway on the actual instance. But if anyone has any ideas, drop into chat. Because otherwise I'm just digging around looking through Google things. And also, if you have any questions, please interrupt us. Now's the time. Otherwise, we're just going to dig around this for the next little bit, and then we'll probably wrap up because we are getting close to the time. Also, if you are a resource provider running the latest version of Lilypad, make sure, or new to the latest version of Lilypad, make sure you update because there is a new version out as of 8 hours ago. So 2.2.3 is out, which has some minor bug fixes or minor fixes, housekeeping fixes, on top of the housekeeping fixes we put out in version 2.2.2. So nothing hugely breaking in that. It's more just tidying up after the incentive deploy. So please, if you have got a Lilypad resource provider node running, make sure you're using the latest version, and if not, get that update in by using the documentation found in our found in our docs. So that link there, docs.lilypad.tech, and then navigate to, I've got a screenshot, running a node, and there's a section down the bottom on updating, which you can find. There it is, update Lilypad version. So, and for that to, as part of that, we RMRF the Lilypad install, and then reinstall using the same installation method we used previously. Only, well, we don't have to set up any configuration files or whatnot, and then restart the resource provider. This issue we're currently encountering, I'm currently encountering, I think is very particular to running on a VM, which actually has been a very common question in the community if you can run inside a VM. So if anyone is doing it, we'd love a write-up on it. If you're, even if it's maybe not economically viable, maybe it is, maybe you've got a way to do that. We'd also love to hear. Maybe the numbers just don't work out, but you've done it through testing, which I've done on a few different cloud providers now. We'd also love to hear from you. So join us in Discord, or do a blog write-up, do a video, or reach out, and we'd love to chat about doing a video with you as well. Anyway, I'm going to get back to my debugging now. Unless anyone has any questions, then please drop them into the chat. Shane, did you have anything you wanted to drop in while I'm Googling?
Yeah, thank you very much for sharing the how to install in the GCP. Yes, I think I will come back to you about this server and let me play with it.
Okay. No, that's all right. I'm going to then, oops, that's not the copy I was looking for. I'll do that one just to get rid of it. That's the status. No, we wanted to do, there it is. To get some more information, because this had, yeah, the error code. There it is. That's what I wanted. All right, stop. I want to copy that one and then Google around a bit on it. Because chances, oops. Do it this way then. Of course, I probably didn't need that first bit because that's very particular to our install. Yeah, so I was reading some people also having similar issues in other installs, and it was something to do with the environmental flow. But I did see TensorFlow particularly had this problem, historically had this problem. I thought was interesting. Installation directories to the variable. But normally, maybe you just need to nuke this instance and do it again. Maybe that'll be the next stream. Maybe. We'll see how we go. In the meantime, if you have any questions, or if you have encountered this, we want to hear from you so that we can add this to our documentation so that if this does pop up again, I actually suspect this is probably something. Oops. Yeah, so this is the instance that I actually installed Kubo on and then realized I didn't need Kubo after all. So I think maybe I'm just going to have to nuke this because it's, and I mean, that's kind of the good thing with the VMs, right? You can just nuke them and start again. And this may be one of those instances, I think, because I'm pretty sure there was from memory, when I went through the initial steps doing the setup, I didn't need to install the NVIDIA drivers because they were already installed as part of the instance on the cloud provider that I'm using. Well, it's GCP. I think maybe they already had something configured in there, and then the install that I've done has overwritten that, and then it's made a whole bunch of other things unhappy, and particularly the pathways that we're trying to access are no longer available. That's what I suspect, but I could be wrong. I'm happy to be wrong, as long as I get this fixed. Or we nuke it and start again, which is probably more than likely, especially given that we're almost out of time. But again, if you have encountered this or you think you've got a fix for it, reach out into our Discord. I can hear a bunch of Discord messages coming in at the moment, which I'll look at after the stream. But yeah, please join us in there. And yeah, we'd love to chat through it some more. If you're looking to get involved as a resource provider and get set up and installed using Lilypad, this is the link you are looking for, lilypad.tech/incentivenet. which you can also get to by visiting our website, lilypad.tech. And at the homepage on the top, there's a button you can click through. It'll take you through to that as well. Otherwise, if no one has any questions or comments, I think we might look at starting to wrap this up. I think now that I've been thinking about it while I've been talking, I'm probably going to nuke this instance and start again. We'll do that next stream, I think, because third time's lucky. We're going to get it up and running, no issues. I know we will. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Steve, can you share the error information to the Discord channel? I think this is, what you are sharing, I think this is a common and known issue. I can help to update the document to fix this error.
Okay. Yeah, I can about the CUDA instance. I tried to keep across all those different questions that came in, but there has been a couple. Is this related to the IPFS version? No.
This is just a CUDA related. It's GPU related.
Okay. Interesting. That is good to know. And see, and finding the thing I like is particularly with open source, like finding out issues like this, like we can all help make the docs better, so that we get these things covered. And then also when we have the one install version, we can also have that sort of taken care of, so that this isn't a problem. We need to, once we understand it, we can fix it.
Yes, you already. Yes. Yeah, I can see you already get the document. Yeah.
Yep. Excellent. No, I'm starting to read through stuff. Okay. Yeah, I'll we'll drop this one into the Discord. Wait, which I don't think it's so that should show. No, it didn't. Okay. Yeah, that one seems to be fine, but maybe it's that. Okay. We are out of time, so I'm going to leave that one there again this week. Next week, I'm going to nuke that instance. You know what? Not next week. The next instance. Next week, for those in a 12-hour difference time zone, so in the North American region of the planet, Alex and the crew will be back doing their AMA. So if you do have any questions or comments or emojis, please join us for that episode of the AMA. Otherwise, the APAC AMA will be back again in 2 weeks' time. So we run them sequentially in opposing time zones intentionally to make sure if you don't make one, you can make the other one, because obviously the day-night thing kind of throws people out. We don't want everyone staying up all night just to watch the AMA. I mean, it would be nice, but we don't expect that. And please don't do that, because you'll be very tired. But yeah, you can join us, or you'll also be able to catch the recording on YouTube. I think you can watch the recordings on LinkedIn. But we also will start streaming to Twitch soon as well. So stay tuned for that, because Lilypad does actually have a Twitch, so we're going to start using it. Anyway, that's probably all. Whoops! Oh, my title slide is gone. Oh, that's right. I have moved it. Let me go back to our title slide. There we go. Yeah, but it's been great hanging out and geeking out this week. I always love the engagement, always love seeing those questions come up in Discord and people being able to jump in and answer them. So if you want to get involved with the community, please do so by joining us at lilypad.tech/Discord. Also, always looking for contributors to projects. In particular, keep an eye out in coming days for more around an incentivized contributions program. So we are gearing up to kick that off. In fact, we'd love to hear your thoughts. There will be sort of more blog posts, and obviously we'll be talking about in AMAs and YouTubes and whatnot. So, but we'd love to get your thoughts on the community's thoughts on how that should work. What activities do you think are best suited to being incentivized, like contributing to the called code repo or core code base, I should say repo. Well, it is repo, but you know what I mean. Yeah, how do you think would be what would be a fair way to incentivize and contributions, active contributors to the project? Well, yeah, we're looking for that. There's actually some Discord roles too that we're looking to roll out as part of that as well. But anyway, we'd love to hear your thoughts and also always looking for that feedback as well. So please reach out. We'd love to chat. We yeah, want to engage. Tashang, do you want to add anything?
Yes, I would like to discuss more talent engineers and community members in this area. I would like to work together and learn together with them. Please engage. Thank you.
Actually, this is a bit of a call, a last minute, right at the end, right at the very end. Wait, I think this is my just one more thing moment. But we'd love to have some contributors come on to the AMA. So if you are looking to contribute, you have contributed to the project. We'd love to have you on and chatting. We've actually had people on before talking about how they've built modules. Just that was actually part of the ETH Global Hackathon series. So we had someone on talking about what they built, how they built it, and what they were trying to do, and some feedback on like how they would want to see things built out. So always looking for that feedback and the contributions. And yeah, we'd love to have you on sort of talking more about it.
Yes.
Other yeah. Did you have anything more you wanted to add?
Sorry.
No? That's right. I think we have. I heard some sound and thought you were going to say something. All right. I think we'll leave it there for this episode. Thank you for joining, and we'll catch you all in the Discord because I know you're all going to join. That was my Jedi mind trick moment. No, I don't need to do that because you're all see the value in what we're building out and want to get involved. So until next time, we'll see you. What's my theme music? Maybe I'll play the other theme music this time. All right, let's do this one. We'll see you all at the next AMA, our next AMA. But otherwise, we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
With the frogs in my net, powering AI with the dubstep set. Lilypad network, watch us rise with the beat that grooves, the tech that defies. Lilypad network, let's dive in deep, connecting the world. 1 week at a time with epic drops and froggy vibes. We're making waves. It's our Lilypad network ride. Lilypad network, let's dive in. Lilypad network ride. We're making waves. It's our Lilypad network pride. The bass, feel the surge, jump into the future. It's time to emerge. Lilypad network, we're here to stay, taking you on a journey in a groundbreaking way. With it. Drop the bass, feel the surge, jump into the future, it's time to emerge. Lilypad network, we're here to stay, taking you on a journey in a groundbreaking way.